Welcome so much, our dear esteemed viewers at Milestone Television, the Big Seat segment. I, your host, will be Njoroge D. Njuguna. We are so much privileged to air our very first show at Milestone Television. Now, today we are lucky enough to have our very first guest, Mr. Kevin Mwangi. The pleasure is all mine to have you here, Mr. Kevin. You can give a short introduction about yourself.
Thank you, Njoroge. Thank you for having me. I believe I'm the first guest in this show. So thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me that honor to be the inaugural guest in this show. So, dear viewers, my name, as he has said, is Kevin Mwangi Kamau, and I'm a father, I'm a son, and I'm also a husband. I live here in Kawaida, in Sianda Ward, Kiambaa Sub-County, Kiambaa County. But I was born and raised in Banana at a place called Mombasa. Many people in Kiambaa can resonate with that. So that is me, and I'm glad to be here.
Great. The reason we call this segment the Big Seat segment is because we always want to disclose some things, maybe not rely so much on rumors, but a few weeks ago you posted something in your social media handles that you wanted to vie you aspired to vie for the now declared vacant the MP seat in Kiambaa constituency. Do you still have the same interest, or maybe have the interest changed?
Okay, thank you for that. And I want to clear this thing out because I got so many calls, I got so many texts. People are asking me, am I serious? Is this a publicity stunt? Something like those. But for once, I was serious. Not to say that I am always joking. I was serious for that. I had that vision, that aspiration to be a leader in this sub-county. And what was motivating me to do that? Because I want... as I said in that post, I want to have some fresh ideas. Let us rejuvenate our sub-county. Not that it was not rejuvenated. I'm not saying that the former MP did not do his work. He did well. Let's give credit to where it's due. And may a good Lord rest his soul in eternal peace. He did well. He did some schools. He did some police station. So I wanted to go on with that legacy, but bring on fresh ideas, fresh way of doing things, so that we can move the sub-county forward. So that I was very serious and I was aspiring, but after much consultation, the saying goes that it's only a fool who does not change his or her mind. After much consultation with my family, with my friends, and some few decision makers here and there, I saw it prudent to shelve my ambition for the time being, so that I can concentrate on something that I'm working on. But in the near future, God willing, I'm going to make a change through leadership in this sub-county.
Great. Now, it's true, now you've confirmed to us that you had the interest. The interest is still there, just that you have decided it's not yet time.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, maybe you don't want to be clear to us and maybe disclose to us that probably it's a greater force that pushed you from there above, maybe to pull you down, or to make you maybe lose your interest for the time being. Was it not a greater force that pulled you from above there?
Thank you. I'm going to say one thing. Me, I stand on my decision. I'm responsible for what I do, for what I post, and what I say. So, in a nutshell, I can say I am my own man. I'm not someone project. I'm not be directed somewhere. So, for me, that was my decision. And as I have said, it is my aspiration to read. And I believe in the near future, I'm going to actualize the vision. So there's no hidden hand behind that is pushing me to do something or to say something. No, I'm just me and my decisions.
Great. Now, in just a few words, what was your biggest inspiration that wants you to aspire to get this seat, maybe in the future? In just a few words.
Okay, let me say this. For me, I believe in the economic empowerment of the people. Like currently we have so many laws that say like the youth should get like 30% in county government, in national government. But do we see the implementation? No, we don't see it. So I want to be somewhere in the decision-making table so that the youth and the other people can benefit from the resources, because the constitution is clear. We are supposed to be given 30% in tenders in the national and in the counties, but it's not being actualized. Why? Because there's no political will to actualize that. So if we get some youthful guys, ladies and gentlemen there, who can push the youth narrative there so that the youth can benefit. Because currently we are lagging behind. We are being told that we are being given those 30%, but when you go on the ground, you can't find anything. So that was my main aspiration. What happens there that people don't benefit? What is happening? Can we fix something there so that for the betterment of the society and the community at large?
Great. You've talked of implementing a law whereby the youths can be able to get maybe funds from the government, that is 30% from the government. Now, you've only highlighted, how are you sure you're going to implement this? How will you implement this?
Okay, a point of correction, it's not about the funds, it's about the tenders.
Okay.
We want the youth to get the contracts so that they can build our roads, they can, clean our hospitals. Those are the tenders that I was talking about, the 30%. That is entitled, it is in the constitution, but it's not being implemented. So for me, I want to go there and ask, what is the problem? Is it the youth that are lacking the capital? What can I do for them? Can I be the guarantor in the banks so that they can get the funds, so that they can go and finance their LPOs? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So, I want to get to the root bottom of this. Why are our youth not getting the share of the national cake?
Now, great. Now, maybe, yes, the people from Kiambaa constituency might think of giving you this opportunity, maybe when you show the interest. Yes, you've already shown the interest, and when you will be now ready to vie for the seat. Now, what makes you think that you will be a unique leader, you will be different from the other previous leader that only promised so many things to them, but yet when they were coming to the end of their terms, they did so little, or they delivered so little?
Okay, thank you for that. Now I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be unique, because we have great leaders before, like our late MP, Honorable Paul Koinange, may our good Lord rest his soul in eternal peace. He did something for this sub-county. He built some schools, he built some police station. Me, I know that is the thing on the ground. That's a fact. So what I'm bringing on the table is the fresh way of doing things. We want to maybe, I can use this word, rejuvenate our sub-county. We see the development, the coming up of our sub-county in a different perspective. Are you got what I'm saying?
Yeah, great.
So I'm saying like I'm not unique, but I'm going to bring fresh ideas that are going to empower my people, both economically and socially. Because my main aim of vying or aspiring to be a leader in this sub-county is so that I can improve the livelihood of the constituents. And that is my wish. Now, to your question that so many politicians come, they promise you heaven, but they deliver hell. Me, I'm bringing a fresh impetus in this politics. For once, it's about honesty. I will not do or say anything that I will not implement. So if I promise to do this, I'll strive my level best to actualize it, because I stand on my decision and I stand on my words. I'm a person who fulfill his word. So I'm not going to write to people that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to tell them this. We are going to do this with you. We cooperate as a team. We take our sub-county forward. Yeah.
Now, great. The MP seat in Kiambaa has already been declared vacant. Probably, do you have a preferred candidate that you think, maybe according to with their manifesto, it maybe suits your interest, the interest you had? Maybe you can prefer them and say, this is the candidate I want to take the position maybe I wanted to take.
Okay, let me say this. Currently, I don't have any preferred candidates because I've not read their manifestos, their visions. So I'm just seeing things on Facebook, but I don't have anything that you can relate with that person. So when I read their manifestos, their vision for this sub-county, that is when I'll make my own decision who I'm going to vote in as my MP.
Now, another question is, the just recently, or the former member of parliament, the late, was a man. Don't you think it's possible, or it's wise maybe to give this seat to a lady, maybe to be for gender equality purposes? Don't you think it's possible?
Okay, for me, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that anyone should be given a seat because of his or her gender. I believe we should vote in a person because of his vision, his mission, and his or her manifestos. So we can't vote on someone because of his or her gender. No, we should not play the gender card in Kiambaa, and I think in the whole country. I believe in the universal suffrage, where the residents got the chance to elect their leader and to make their decision known. So whether you are ready, you are a man, if you have good vision, you have good mission for us, we'll vote you in. So this issue of gender does not apply here. It's what you can do for the sub-county, what you can do for the constituency, what can you do for your people. That's all. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah.
Great, and well said indeed. That's much than well said. And so, Mr. Mwangi, to which party do you belong to?
I belong to the Jubilee Party, and I've been a Jubilee member since 2013. Up until today, I'm still a bona fide member of this party, and I support our president and the deputy president for steering us well so far, in spite of the challenges that have been there. We have been able to overcome them, and we believe the challenges that we are having currently, because it is in a public domain, they are going to be sorted out before we get to the next general election. So I support Jubilee, and I'm a Jubilee member, and I support the Jubilee manifesto.
In just the recently declared post of the member of parliament of Kiambaa constituency, do you think Jubilee, the party you've said that you belong to, will be able to offer free and fair credential like nominations? And don't you think if they will not be able to offer these free and fair nominations, don't you think that they might lose this seat very early in the morning?
Now, about the Jubilee nominations, I can confidently say that Kiambaa is red, Kiambaa is Jubilee. But if our party does a sham exercise in nomination, this seat is going to be on the other foot. By 8, we will have lost it. So I'm calling our Secretary General to ensure that the polls, the nominations are fair and transparent, and seems to be so. Because if we do some shambles there, as you have said, we lost this thing by 8 in the morning. So it's upon our party to conduct the free and credible nominations so that it doesn't cost us this seat.
Now, as we are winding up, Mr. Mwangi, so what is your stand on BBI? Why do you support BBI? Because from your previous talk, you had said talking of supporting BBI. Why do you support BBI? And what's your stand on BBI, and why are you on that state?
Now, my stand on BBI, I've been posting on my social media that I support this bill because I think there's no normal person who can oppose something that is bringing more resources to him or her. I don't think normally no one will oppose that. Yeah. Now the issue is people are saying that this BBI is going to create a bloated government. The expenses are going to go up. But let me tell you one thing: you can't have your cake and eat it. Even this constitution that you are using, 80% is good, but 20% is bad. But I'm not saying that expanding the government is a bad thing, no. Because as I said in the beginning, the ills that we have in this country all stem from governance. If we can fix our governance system, so that everyone in this country can feel part and parcel of that government, I think this country will be not a middle income country. Yeah, it will be a developed country, the likes of Singapore and Malaysia and those countries, because we have the resources, the people are hardworking. If we can fix our politics, which stems from the governance system, we can be able to cure some of the ills that are ailing us. That is why I support this document, because once it's going to bring those resources, and it's going to encompass in some way the communities that we have, so that people won't feel excluded from the government. And also this issue of the winner takes it all, that is in the current constitution, the current constitution. I think it's not a good thing, because when you become number 2 and maybe the margin was about 200 or 1,000 votes, I think you have a substantial following to be wished away. You need to have your office, so that your supporters can feel that that government all can air their grievances through your office. So that is another thing that I support. And also the creation of constituencies, especially as in the central region. It is in public domain that we have been shortchanged by the other counties. Because, for example, in Kiambaa, we receive like 10 billion, but 7 billion goes to the recurrent expenditure. So we are left with 3 billion to buy medicine, to build our roads, and to pay the bursaries. So you will find that is very minimal as compared to the other counties that are being given a lot of money, but they have less population as compared to Kiambaa. So that is another thing that I'm saying good in this BBI, and I hope everyone can see the right in it. Let us not focus on the negativity in it, because some of the people that are opposing this document, the main contention is they don't want that thing of sharing power. They know more resources are going to come to the common man, but they don't know their interests are not catered for. That is, they are going to share their power, and they're not happy with it. So, as a common humanity, it's our obligation to support this document, because it is going to empower us in one way or another.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mwangi, for creating your time and availing yourself under the segment Big Seat, Milestone Television. We are so glad to have you, and if probably we get another opportunity, we'll definitely invite you, and we hope you won't have a problem with that. Be blessed, and may you continue expounding your aspiration to greater heights. Thank you so much to our dear viewers, Milestone Television. The segment was the Big Seat segment. I, your host, was Joroge D. Juguna. Remember, you can always follow us on all our social media platforms, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Milestone Television. Remember to share this with your friend. Tell them that this is the Big Seat, and it's big and fire. Be blessed till we meet again.